Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is great. The basic plotline of this film involves Miles following Gwen into an elite society of multiple spider people from across the multiverse. There, he learns the consequences of his heroic actions across the multiverse and the truth about himself and his own existence. Right off the bat, the concept of this film is pretty interesting. The animation in this film, just like the first one, is pretty unique and beautiful to look at. Different characters are animated in different styles, and it really gives this film a lot of personality. The scene composition as well as the animation during the action sequences is pretty freaking cool. The film is also funny, the comedic moments do actually work most of the time. Miguel O'Hara or Spider-Man 2099 is kind of a grumpy Spider-Man which contrasts with Miles Morales, Peter Parker, and all the funny spider people that we have seen so far. He's a pretty interesting character and borderline kind of a anti-hero, but he feels a bit underused and underdeveloped in this movie. It is definitely going to be fun watching him in the future installments. As the film got more and more intense, I remembered that when it was announced it was the first part, like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. I knew what was coming, like I knew it was going to end on a cliffhanger, but the twist ending was pretty freaking cool. It got me by surprise and I really loved it. And it ends at a point that does get you excited for the next one. And I am pretty excited for the next one. Overall, I would say it's a pretty great and entertaining film, but I will not compare it with the first one yet because the story which was started in this one is not yet completed, so it feels kind of unfair to compare the two stories. A while ago, I made a video about Spider-Man No Way Home explaining why I did not like that film a lot. And the reason I gave in that video was the forced heroism of Spider-Man. You can check that video out. In this film as well, Miles tells Miguel that he can actually save everyone. But in this case, it doesn't feel too forced because Miles is not trying to save some supervillain he doesn't know anything about. He's trying to save his own father, which is pretty understandable. Canon points are explained in this film, which are basically like the fixed events that happen throughout every Spider-Man story. Death of Uncle Ben, great powers, great responsibility, etc. And Miles in this film does actually change a canon event. This actually opens the door for a lot of possibly dark storylines to be explored, and I think that's pretty cool. One pretty interesting storyline in this film was when Miles was told that he was not supposed to be a Spider-Man and that his very existence is not supposed to happen. This will definitely be interesting to watch in the next part as we'll see Miles struggling with self-doubt and questioning his own existence. The clips from Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies and that little cameo from the Venom character was pretty good, and it was a lot of fun to watch, especially the Venom scene. Venom was not shown obviously, but it was the way it was connected to Venom, that was sweet. I really liked the entire spider society that was shown in this film, the different spider people. It was so much fun to watch, and I really loved Donald Glover's cameo in this one. And it makes you wonder if he's the Prowler from the MCU, because as we know, he played Aaron Davis in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie 2017. The twist at the end that Miles is the Prowler on Earth 42 was pretty fucking good. Like, it's the highlight of the film. It really caught me off guard. And yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing. I'm really excited for the next part.